Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Overexplained Let's Play of Satisfactory here on my channel. How are you doing? I hope you are doing really well. We're going to jump straight back in and pick up where we left off. I was watching the last one back. I realised I didn't do a little recap at the very end. So we'll just talk about that real quick, shall we? Let's head down to the MAM from our little lookout point we made last time. Oh, hello. That's good timing. So let's have a quick recap of what we did last time. We unlocked logistics, which gave us these really interesting items that let us do splitting and merging of conveyor belts. And we see the building efficiency stat, which we haven't actually looked at yet. Let's have a quick look at this one. How are you working? He's 100% efficient because he's stock full of iron ingots, so he can just constantly make his items. How about you, though? He's only 50% efficient, and that's because he's making 30 iron ore a minute, and only 15 of it is getting used by this guy, so he's idle for half of the time, essentially, right? Because he's full. So that's what the efficiency stat does. It lets us see that sort of stuff, so it's quite interesting. And we also used, all of those, the splitters and mergers to sort of split off some of the ore that we were creating to sort of more efficiently create products, so that's really good. Then we did base building. And we got some cool stuff like foundations that we can put down, lookout towers when we're building stuff, really cool. We did do field research as well, we did that right at the end. What else did we do? Obstacle clearing, so we could get a chainsaw, make better fuel for our generators, and clear trees and stuff like that, so that was cool. We also then got the awesome sink and shop set up, which meant that now we can start sending items to the awesome sink to get tokens to buy new stuff, so like new options for building and things like that. We also got the customizer gun, which let us do this really swanky green and pink color scheme that we've got going on at the moment. And that was it for that one. Then we came back, and right at the end of the episode we did field research, which has given us the map, the MAM object scanner, the personal storage box, and some inventory. So we made a box and we put it here. I did, as I said I would, off camera, just process all of this. So now we've got all of this getting created. We've got a whole bunch of wood here. I was carrying a lot again by accident, but there we go. And that's good. We're probably going to have to replace this power situation this episode, I think, because yeah, we're going to need to expand soon and build some more things, and we haven't. How much power are we on? Was our max 100 or something? Yeah, we've already got a max consumption that's over. So if all of our machines happen to run at once, the power's going to just cut. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. So let's think. Back to field research. What else do we have? The map. The map's quite useful. The MAM is really useful. We'll look at that in a second. An object scanner, we haven't built one yet, so maybe we'll just build an object scanner to start. Can I do one straight away? Oh, I can. Lovely. We'll just have a real quick look at how this guy works. So now we've got, oops, where is he? Here he is. An object scanner. He looks like this. I've got, we haven't got anything to scan up for yet. But essentially it's just like a little, it pings as you get closer to things, a little meter appears and you sort of follow it to home in on an item. But we'll get some stuff that we can hopefully ping and search for soon enough. What am I doing with my inventory? There we go. So, let's do some MAM stuff, I guess. These little guys I placed there to demonstrate something last time are still present. Where should we put the MAM? Where's going to look nice? Maybe we'll just chuck it next to our equipment shop for now. Special, is it here? Yes, there it is. MAM, so the molecular analysis machine used to analyze new and exotic materials found on alien planets. Through the MAM, R&D will assist pioneers in turning valuable data into usable research options and new technologies. That sounds incredibly cool. We'll pop the MAM down. And this is this cool looking building. Look, it's got some funky little things going on, some stuff happening on a screen. Looks very exciting. And you can just use this from any direction, by the way, so like it doesn't matter which way you have it facing or anything like that. So when we use the MAM, we get a screen that looks a bit like this. So these, down the side here, we've got what are essentially sort of like trees, like research trees. We can click through them like this, like you can see the trees changing on the right hand side. We've got an option for hard drives as well. and we can scan. We found a hard drive in that crashed ship thing at the beginning, and we'll do a hard drive in a minute. If we just go back to our box, we should have a bunch of bits in here that we were keeping, right? So we'll take all of this funky looking stuff out, because I think we'll be able to use some of it, and we'll see how we get on with that. Oh, I've still got a load of leaves in here. Let's sort that out. But anyway, let's not get distracted. It's a very easy game to get distracted in this game. So, hard drive I will leave for now, because if you start a hard drive scan, it takes 10 real-world minutes, and while that's happening, you can't do anything else. I'm not sure why it works like that. I have a feeling, I never played this in early access, and I think maybe in early access there was a point where doing all the research took time. At the moment, all of these things in the skill tree take like 3 seconds. So maybe they all used to take 10 minutes, or there used to be time limits for all of them, or something like that. But these days it's only the hard drive that have the time. So hard drive is what you do when you're leaving the man for a bit. So let's just have a look. So we've got alien megafauna. Does this give us a description? Yeah, here we go. So samples collected from local megafauna can be used to produce applicable pioneer survival tools. So that sounds really cool. So here, look, we can do hog research, hatcher, stinger, and spitter. These are the different sort of creatures we can find. So I think we've already got some hog remains. So if we click on this, this shows us now, for doing this research, it'll cost 1 hog remain, and we'll get some alien protein, which is a recipe that transforms hog into alien protein. So we'll start that. And there we go. Complete. So what that's done now is that's unlocked this one down here in the middle. I think you can do any of these ones up here and it will unlock this to continue. In some situations you need to unlock both or all of them to unlock the thing. It's just a bit sort of random. But anyway, so now we can make alien DNA capsules and biomass for the cost of 5 protein. So that's quite interesting. So maybe we'll think about that. We've got some spider remains as well we can do the same on. And now that will give us the same thing. So how this actually works, sorry I've skipped ahead a little bit there. If we go to the crafting bench and look for those things, so you can see we've got hog protein and stinger protein here. I wouldn't have been able to make stinger, which is the spider corpses, into protein without doing that bit of research first. So it'll be the same for the other creatures. We don't have to do them to unlock the rest of the tree, but if you want to transform them into little microwave meal dishes, you need to do it this way. So we had a research there that if we had 5 of these, that we would get something. So let's just transform all of these into little microwave meals. We'll come back to the research station, see what else we can do. So we haven't found a hatcher yet, or a spitter, so once we've got some of their remains we can do them. But I need 5 here to get these new unlocks, so let's just do that straight away, I think. So now that we've done that, oh, is there a way that you can make it stay on the screen? Where's that? Ah, it's that way. You can only do it before you complete it, which is a little bit annoying. But now we can do alien DNA capsules and biomass. And again, just to show what that means, if we come to the research station, we can make alien remains out of these things. We can also turn alien protein into biomass, and it is like the highest rate. 1 protein becomes 400 biomass, which is pretty cool. But what I'm going to do for now is we're going to just make some DNA capsules, because that's my preferred option at the beginning. Until we've got a lot of stuff unlocked at the sink, I think using these DNA capsules for that is pretty cool. We can also use the DNA capsules for things further down in this tree. We can also use the protein as well. Look, so we've got this medical inhaler, which we need those things to unlock. Structural analysis, can't remember what that actually does, but it leads us onto this thing, the rebar gun, so we can have a gun to shoot the little monsters, poor guys. I'm not a fan of this gun. I've tried it. We'll try it on this playthrough, but it's not I don't really get it. Hitting things just seems way easier. Then we've got inflated pocket dimensions, so that's some extra inventory slots. An extra hand equipment slot. We've got an interesting item there that we haven't seen yet. Steel beams, they're coming. But as you can see, the sort of ingredients for these are kind of using things that we can already access. I don't think we've got rotors yet, or have we? Let's have a quick look. No, we don't have rotors yet. We do have the reinforced plates, but yeah. So anywho, so we've got a few more things. I don't think we could do anything else in there for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly run over here because I've got those DNA capsules and we're going to chuck them in the MAM. Just to get some... They look fancy, don't they? Look at them, weird. And if we watch this now, it works in a slightly different way because I think each DNA capsule is worth 1,000. Why has that not gone in? Oh, because it's not turned on. Turn it on for a minute. Yeah. So you can see it's just like that's gone up there, and we've got these. Each one gives you 1,000 points, and I think that the number you have to do goes up. It still goes up in the same way that this does. It's just the points are less. I don't know, granular. They're not as small. It's always in chunks of 1,000. I don't know why it's different. It's weird. But anyway, we got a few more tickets from that, so that's really cool. Nice. And we turned him off again. Yes, good. Sweet. So what else can we do in the MAM? I think that's probably all we can do for the megafauna one for now. So that's fine. What can we do in nutrients? So far, I think we've got one of these little guys. Missing materials. Oh, we need 2. How annoying. But these guys we can do. We need just one of those. So we'll do the bacon agaric research. So that's cool. We are missing out on... There's quite a lot of dialogue from Ada during the research process, but it can get a bit overwhelming because I often do a lot of the research in one go, and she's just constantly yakking on. Nutritional processor is the next one. So we need modular frames. I don't think we've got those yet, have we? No. So we need modular frames, steel pipes, which we don't have yet either. They're quite a way off. And wire for those. So I think we're done on those for now. Power slugs. Let's do one of these. So what did we get for that? I should have looked what it was first. So we get a thing called a power shard, which is quite an interesting item. So a power shard is an item that we can turn the slugs into. It doesn't really explain. Yeah, we can't do much with it yet. That's why it's not explaining what it does. We don't know what it's for until we get... This is probably the most useful thing that you can do with it. And we can do it straight away, luckily, because we've got a spare slug. So let's go and turn the slug we've got into some power shards. There we go. Cool. And if we come back and have a look at that. So these ones here, look, are... Oh, I've probably got enough screws for that, and we can actually have a scannable object. Sorry, I didn't even... That was a scannable object. If we complete that tier, we'll be able to select a slug as a scannable object, and then we can hunt for them using that little orange scanner I made a minute ago. So we'll get some screws so we can do that one, because that's quite handy. So let's start that research straight away. Blink. Cool. We got a new node available in that tree. That's cool. But what we'll do first, let's just have a quick look. So, oh, I can scan for those mushrooms as well. I didn't notice that we got that as an unlock. So we did doing that research mate. We can now scan for mushrooms, which is cool. Or we can scan for power slugs. So, oh, there's one kind of nearby, it looks like. So you can see as I turn around, there's like there's a Wi-Fi symbol on the main part of the screen. But you don't need to look at that. I'd look at the little bar underneath that fills up. Look, as I'm moving left and right, you can see it doing that. So that means in this direction, we've got a slug. So let's go and see if we can just find him quick using this since we've just unlocked it. And look, the bar, as I'm moving, you know, suddenly you'll notice the bar just starts dropping. And it's getting bigger in chunks. Oh, hang on, is this the one I tried to get to earlier and I thought I couldn't get to it? Let's see if we can get to it. I think that's where it's taking us, up here, it looks like. Yeah, look, when I turn to the left, it really fills up. So it's up here somewhere. Let's go and have a look. Oh. Oh. So when you get really close, it starts pulsing like that. You can just see it's flashing. Yeah, it's got to be on top of there, look. Yeah, this is the same one. So, hang on. Can we go around underneath this way and then climb up? Oh, we might bloody be able to, you know. What we'll do is these guys who make the gas, they are a bit annoying, but if you just run, they're not too bad. They take a few seconds to do their little dance and boop out some gas. Thank you kindly, and we'll just jump. Sorted. So anyway, there we go. There's a little demonstration about how that thing works. It is quite useful. We'll get our chainsaw back out ready for action though. Oh, that's a nice. Look at that little sunbeam coming through there. That was lovely. So, let's get back to the mammoth and have a look at what else we can do. I think we're going to run out of stuff soon, but that's cool. Now that we've got it, it's a good thing that you can just keep in mind. And what you can do as well is pin the MAM tasks to your to-do list. So we'll just look at that real quick as well. So we look back to power slugs, like this one for example. The cost for that is 1 yellow slug that we haven't found yet. We have found a purple one. And some rotors and some cable. But if I wanted to, you can just click on it like that and go add to to-do list. And then of course, look, we can just see it's just there ready for us to do when we want. So what we'll do is we'll remove from to-do list. This one I can do as well, overclock production. Does actually explain overclocking. It doesn't tell you anything. There is a little bit of inconsistency, I think, with the game sometimes in terms of like, you have no idea what overclocking actually means. It would be really cool if it just told you what I'm going to tell you now, which is essentially this lets you increase or decrease the amount of power a building uses to affect how much it produces. So that lets you fix problems like my miner making 120 ore a minute when all I want is 60. I can reduce it to 50%. Or if you want a little bit more because you're not quite producing enough, you can go over. So yeah, overclocking is really, really useful. So we're gonna take this one for sure. And then we might go and do a little bit of fixing straight away, because now we can do that. So if we pop over here real quick. So these machines are going to be running pretty well. This is going to be on 100%, I'd imagine. Yep. And these should be on 100% too. So both of these machines are going pretty well. This guy, he is on 100%. That's great. And that is because this guy's using 30 and he's producing 30. And then this guy, he's only on 50. So he's doing 50 because this guy only needs 15 ingots a minute. So what I can do here is I can reduce now this guy's clock speed to make 15 ingots. And you can do that by sliding this little thing here. Or you can type. So if I wanted to do 50%, I could put 50% there. Or if you wanted to do a specific value, you can just type it in there. It took me ages to realize that you could do that. I was just using this bar all the time, but you can just click here and type. So we want it to be 15 per minute because that is what this guy is using, 15 per minute. So that's cool. So that means now these machines will run 100% efficiently and they will just use exactly the same amount of power all the time. What you'll also notice about this guy is at 50% efficiency, he's now using 1.6 megawatts. Instead of, if he's on 100%, he uses 4. Which is quite interesting that even at 50% he uses slightly less than half energy. And it's sort of exponential in how it works in that way. So the opposite is true. If you go over, if you increased your production to 200%, it uses way more than double power. So yeah, it's quite interesting to mess around with. Generally better to underclock because it uses less power for the same results. Just time is what you lose. So these are all should be balanced now. There's just one final part of the chain, which is this guy. So he's producing 120 a minute. But these two machines, he's using 30 and he's using 15. So we need 45 in total. So what we can do with this guy is we can just change his target production to 45. So now he's going to use way less power as well. He's now down to 1.4. I think these on 100% are about, how much are they? 5. So now 45 is a good amount for this guy. You can't do it like that. I need to type it in. There we go. So he's now going to be producing exactly enough ore, and to just make sure he's doing it, I'm going to empty him out. Sorry, I'm just control clicking on these stacks here to just remove them from these guys, and we'll just get everybody reset and starting from scratch. And then hopefully now what we'll get is all of these machines will run at exactly the correct speed. And again, like I said before, it's not hugely important, but it will just balance out your energy usage. So you can see how our energy is spiking up and down like this all the time. We want this to really even out. And you can see, look, he's now this conveyor belt that can carry 60 things is only carrying 45, so we're getting like a weird sort of gap every little gaps, bigger gaps. It's a bit strange. But now these guys, well, the thing we've got to consider now is that these guys are not quite going to be getting enough materials, because this guy's going to be getting more than he needs still, because what's happening, we're going to think about it this way, he's doing 45 and we're splitting that into 2. So that's coming into here. What we'd really want to do is split this into 3 to make it load balanced, so that he'd then get 15 and this guy'd get 30. So I'm going to be, I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm going to just fix it real quick. So if we go to our, what have we got? Logistics, conveyor lift. So here's a conveyor lift. We haven't talked about these guys yet. They snap onto objects that already exist. So it could be the end of a conveyor belt or an object like this splitter. And what we'll do is we'll just plonk him here. And what you can do, is you can, there's a couple of other things, let's just describe those. You can rotate the mouse to spin him around. When he's fixed, you can click and then rotate to set which way the top is facing. And there's one more thing you can do, which is press the R key to toggle which direction it works. So we can't really see it here, but there we go. So I can change whether it's going in or going out. It'll automatically decide that for you when you connect to an object based on which direction it's already going. So my little plan here is to split this 3 ways correctly. We're just going to add this guy on here so that we've got that guy above. We're going to add a merger here. I'm just going to pop it there. I know it's sort of clipping through, but what we'll do is we'll just delete... Oh, hang on a sec, he's not in the right spot. I want it more about here. And carry on splitting that way, feed him into there, and then we'll just make another one of these little guys this side. Oh, don't face the wrong way. And then we'll just connect these two with a conveyor belt. And now what's going to happen is that 1 in 3 of these pieces of ore is going to go into here, and then 2 of the 3 of each 3 are going to go into there. So that means he's going to get out of the 45, 15, and he's going to get 30. So this should now be sort of balanced and just run more smoothly. Everybody should go at 100% now, and he's ticking back up. He's taking a while to get there because he was running probably at about 37% efficiency because that's all that was getting used. So setting his output to 37 should mean that he now runs at 100%. So that's cool. That's overclocking in a nutshell. I'm not going to do, I could do everything here, but we're not going to do it just yet because we're probably going to be rebuilding stuff soon. So we'll save that task for that time. Where were we? MAM. Back to the MAM. What else do we have? I don't think we can go further until we've got a yellow slug. So we'll have to go hunting for one soon. We'll leave that for now. Now we've got the quartz tree. This is one of my favourite ones. What the heck is this stuff? Oh yeah, this is what there's other trees, and this is just how they appear before you find any of the related items. I like classified phenomena, sounds really exciting. Oh, right. So, quartz tree is good. I believe this is this tree gives us a really cool item in this slot, which I think is the it lets you run and jump there. It's so good, transformative. In fact, I would say. So we just need 10 quartz to get a scannable resource of quartz, which is going to let us go and find some more. So that'll be really useful. We might do that if we've got time today. So yeah, now look what we've unlocked here. Some things we can make out of quartz crystal. New products will unlock in the shop. Same for this side. We can make silica out of quartz as well, and we'll get new shop products. And there's our blade runners. Oh, can you give us a description? An exoskeleton for the lower legs that assists movement, allowing pioneers to sprint faster and jump higher. Also dampens the effect of landing. Sick, mate. So good. We do need modular frames to build it, but it will be cool if we can grab hold of some of that. So yeah, that's cool. If we get a chance, we might go and hunt some of that today. What's this? Sulfur. We can do a similar thing with this, and we'll get scannable sulfur. Let's do it. We did have that node down by the water, actually, that could be useful. So there we go. We've done that. I think the only reward for that was being able to scan sulfur. But black powder is the thing we can unlock now. And that's quite a useful one to unlock. We need sulfur and coal to do that, so we'll have to go hunting some coal. Oh, excuse me. And but what that'll let us do is black powder, which lets us then research the detonator, which lets us do bombs, and we can blow stuff up. Very cool. And we can get some more equipment. This is getting quite advanced though. This skill tree requires a bunch of stuff we have not seen yet, so we're gonna have to just leave some of that for now, I think. If we come across some coal, that'll be cool. We've got those portable miners back on the sulfur, so we can go and grab some more sulfur anytime really easily. And hopefully we might find a coal at some point, especially if we go and look for some quartz today, or some slugs. So we'll see. But cool. I think that's probably all we can do here for now. So what we'll do is we'll ping the hard drive in for scanning. So there you go, look. We can see there's a countdown down here. I think it's going to take 10 minutes. Sorry, it's not that I think it's going to take 10 minutes. It's definitely going to take about 10 minutes. I just think it probably all used to work like this, which is kind of fine. Like, I don't know why they changed it, or why one still works differently to the other now. That's the bit I don't get, is why you can't just instantly research a hard drive. I don't understand why that would be bad. But anyway, it feels like the morning has just begun. It's a perfect time to think about what we're going to get next and get to work. Let's see then. So we've got a few things left on this tier before we start thinking about doing this phase 1 stuff, I think. Oh, part assembly. This is going to be quite useful, because at the moment we've got although we've got a lot of production for our basic items, we don't have any production for things like these reinforced iron plates here. So they take, 2 ingredients. We can automate their production if we get an assembler. And of course, there's things to think about once we do that. So at the moment we're already creating some of these parts, and some of these parts could feed into creating assemblers, but then if we do that, we might not have any spare for us to use when we want to just build. So that's something we need to figure out. But we've got so many iron nodes here that are really good quality. We should be good. We might have to duplicate up, and we're going to have to start building up. This bit's going to get demolished. I think maybe we'll build like a factory like into the cliffside on either side. That could look quite cool. Just these miners are really tall, but we can work around it. It'll be quite good. We'll figure something out. So that's one option. What else have we got? Jump pads. Not too bothered about getting those. We might even just forego those for now until later. They are quite fun to use, so we might make 1 or 2. They could be especially useful for just pinging us up these cliffs. Like, you can set the tilt on it so you can make it shoot you forwards or make it shoot you quite high up. You do get hurt from the fall damage though, so you got to sort of try and get them right, or use the jelly stuff to soften your landings. And what else we got? Logistics Marks 2, so that'll just let us move more materials around. That'll actually be really useful for when we're starting to make stuff for this. So maybe Logistics Mark 2 could be the first one we go for, but we do need 50 reinforced plates for that. Good grief. So I think we'll do part assembly. And we can probably unlock it immediately. So let's go and do that. Let's go and grab, what do we need? Some cable. In fact, how are we doing just like items wise? Well, the first thing I need to do actually is drop all of these weird quest item things back in the box. We'll put our tickets in. What else have we got? Oh, we got some, oh yeah, we got some ingots we don't need when we cleared out those machines. Got an extra slug. Got some power shards. Put those all in the box for now. I think I'll put that little tracker machine in there as well. Some biomass can just go in here because he needs changing. How much biomass have we got actually? Oh, this is looking good. Let's take a stack and see if anybody needs refilling. 139. Got you covered, mate. Oops. Not quite back up to full, but just about there. But we are going to have to go hunting, do a fuel run soon as well, and probably, yeah, I'm thinking about the power station situation. We're going to have to make a new power station today, I think. So what we're going to do, check our materials. Yeah, we definitely need some more cables. How about rods? Rods is looking okay. Metal plates we need. I'm alright for concrete. Good, we've got a few stacks of those, so that's fine. How's wire looking? Very nice. Top of bar stack of that. And over here, how are we all doing? Oh, we got loads of rods coming in here. That's cool. So we'll get a... Yeah, we'll just fill up a few more stacks of those. Because our reinforced plates have nearly run out. And I'm amazed that we haven't had to craft any this whole time so far. We're like 5 hours, yeah, 4.5 hours in. So that's pretty impressive. So we definitely need to do something about this production. Because you'll need reinforced iron plates all the time. Soon enough, they go in everything. So, let's get this cashed in. Oh, I'm low on screws, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay. Hit that button. Dunk. Assembler time, baby. Where is he going to even go? That's what I mean. That's why I feel like I need to redesign this. We have got these ore deposits down here, and we haven't even used these yet. This rock's come back. I broke this before. They obviously just come back sometimes. Interesting. But let's throw up a quick tower, and we'll just have a quick chat about how I think about how you do some of this, the logistics for this stuff. So let's have a look. We've now got an assembler. Here he is. Can be automated. Crafts 2 parts into another part. Great. So, oh, friggin' hell, we don't have enough parts for it. I need rotors and everything. Do I even have rotors? We must have got it from unlocking that tier. So let's do... Why am I running off? We've got a crafting bench that we can just make ourselves. So we'll pop one of those down here. Let's make the few bits we need. I spoke too soon, didn't I, about the reinforced plates thing? But yeah, on that last tier, we unlocked rotors and modular frames. And they're complex. This is where things start to get a little bit more complicated. And we, like reinforced plates, these become pretty standard building blocks that we will want to automate. So all of these things need automation. And we'll see why this starts to get orders of magnitude more complicated as we start to try and figure out how you build for that. So let's start by looking at our assembler. Did I not just make... Oh, I didn't actually make the rotors. Jesus Christ. I haven't got enough. What have we run out of? Screws. I think we might need to up the screw production soon as well. But we'll do it in the production lines for these things. Screws are a kind of interesting one. You only use them very sparingly. It's hard to know in this game what's going to be like a really common building block and what isn't. Oh god, I've done it again. We need to... Just like use this. So let's make a few more of these. I'm not sure how many we needed for an assembler. I think it was only 3? 5? Why was I not paying attention? Right, let's try again. Before we climb up the ladder, can I build one this time? Yeah, 4 we needed. Right, fine. So let's put our assembler down. I'm going to put him over here, actually, next to these other machines. Because there's going to be plenty of stuff feeding into this guy. So we'll just pop him here for a second. They do look really cool. Look at them. When they actually start animating, they look really good as well. This little arm propagate. The arms and stuff just go nuts. It's cool. So this is an assembler. He's got 2, if we put conveyor belts on, you can see he's got 2 inputs this side. And he's got 1 output this side. Takes 1 power. Let's have a look at him. We can choose a recipe, just like a constructor. And you can see some of this stuff here. So, does it show us the power on the screen? Oh, I must have to select it first. So we'll just choose this because this is the first thing we're going to automate. So if we look here, we see he takes 15 megawatts. That's quite chunky. We definitely need to expand power before we do this. But he takes 6 iron plates a minute. 30 iron plates a minute and 60 screws per minute. Right? That's quite an interesting combination. And I'll tell you for why. So if we just then make a constructor. So here's the constructor we want. And when I first did this, you know, this is how I did this because I wasn't looking at the numbers properly, even though I've played games like this before and I should have been. So you connect this up, and he's making our iron plates, he's going to feed them in, and then we'll do the same thing again for, we'll have a screws one. And of course we know the screws also need something else feeding into them, and you can see we're just running out of room already. So we'll just say that this guy is going to be the guy that makes the rods, because the rods need to go into the screws. And then he'll need to have a smelter, right? So we'll need a smelter to go in front of this guy, behind this guy, and then behind him you need a miner. So then there's also a miner somewhere sitting there feeding this smelter. So already to feed this guy, it feels like there's a lot of machines, but we still haven't, it's not right because the amount of machines we need is we haven't thought about it. So if we look closely at this again, we can just look at this guy. Oh, our man research is complete. We'll have a quick look at that in a minute because it might actually help. But this needs 30 iron plates per minute, right? And this guy makes 20 iron plates per minute. Now, if I just run back real quick and get my sluggy, we shouldn't have put those batteries, the little power shards. Give me those. We'll keep those on us because they are useful. We'll take this one extra guy and we'll craft him into one. Because these power shards are pretty useful for situations like this. So this guy only makes 20, and we need him to make 30, because that's what this guy says he needs. So there's two ways you can deal with this. You can either reduce this thing to, like, what would it be, 2/3, right? So 66.667. And now he only needs 20 plates. So that's cool if we do it that way. Like, we can do that, and we won't make 5 per minute, but we'll make 3.333 a minute. So that's one way you can do it. And in fact, if you look, now he's actually only needs 40 screws. And if we go and look at the screws, that is the default amount of screws we make. So that's kind of cool. The opposite thing you could do, of course, is if we want more, if we want to make the 5, we can just up the production of the previous things. So that would mean we use one of these power shards in this guy, and now I can overclock him to get 30. Of course, this is going to then make this cost like 7-8 megawatts like to create stuff instead. So it's going to draw more power. He also needs more iron ingots, so you've got to bear that in mind, etc. So I think to keep things simple, when we build this, we're going to do this in a way where we underclock this guy, so we only make 66%. That's what I'm going to go for. I think that'll be the way I would do it. Because we're only using these for our own storage at the moment. I think when we come to make things that use reinforced iron plates, we will create another mini reinforced iron plates factory inside that factory. It's probably my preferred way to do it. There's other ways you could do it. You can, as you play further through the game, I think you might get to a point where you're like, right, I'm just going to make a place that makes a bajillion reinforced iron plates and then send those to where they need to be used. Like, you can do it either way. But we're going to do it just this way for now. So I'm going to leave this stuff here. Or maybe we try and tidy this up so it's ready to go and we can see how much power we need. That's actually a good idea. So let's get straight to it. And what we'll do is actually delete this as well. And we'll figure out where this is all going to go. I mean, at the moment, I'm feeling a bit like it's a bit, I have to run everywhere to get all of my stuff, which is a bit tricky and a bit annoying. So we might have to do we might do our first little base redesign soon. And what I would try to do with that is maybe bring all of the iron ore in the same direction, put it through a set of smelters, and then send all of the ingots out to where they need to be used. Maybe, or maybe we'll just keep it as little mini factories for now. I'm not sure. But for now, let's get rid of this. In fact, not this one. We'll do our reinforced iron plates are going to go right down at the end here. Come on, any minute now. Dang, that took a while, didn't it? So cool. So that's going to go like that. We're going to get up on top of here. Let's just put our miner down. Start trying to figure out how we're going to do it. Have I actually got... Oh, is this where it's going to be like, you don't have a missing portable miner? Ah! Okay, we're going to cheat here. This is a way... Oh, that's a wall. We don't want a wall. I want a foundation. In fact, I want... Let's just filter this to only show concrete, because I'm never going to use the fix-it ones. So if we put this guy about here, There we go. And now I should be able to put one of these on. Can he fit that way? No, he can't. He can fit that way, oddly. We'll put him like that. Now I can make a couple of these real quick. Or just one, in fact, for now. That's all we need. In fact, delete all of that for now. That's making me think maybe I'll do my first... This could be our first out of the wall, out of the cliff factory. That'd be pretty cool. So, let's get the miner down. And then he needs to feed into smelters, which need to feed into our other things. So there's going to be a lot of stuff we need to think about here. So let's just, if we get rid of that for now, we'll try not to build behind sort of like this line, because like I think we'll just keep this space for these guys to hang out in. I mean, maybe we actually do this a slightly different way. If I put this tower like here for now, I'll do a run and jump. Whoop. We'll get rid of that one. We'll get rid of you even. And I'm going to put him facing in this way, so he doesn't take quite as much space. And maybe, do I do some foundations to try and smooth this out? Because if we look at this floor, you see this bit is not ideal. It's quite up and down. And there's some sort of quirks about how the foundations work. It's quite counterintuitive, this bit. But you can put foundations under a miner and it still works. So we'll do that right now. And I'll try with I usually find a 2 meter one is quite good. Because what we wanted to do is be about as high as this. But let's see. So if I put this here, let's just see how this ends up going. Sometimes if you've got too much foundation, you can't put the miner down. So we'll see what it's going to let us do. Oh, we're still going to work on this one, so that's fine. I think that's probably high enough. We don't want it to be too derpy. And I'm a bit sad it's not more straight. I've done it to the world grid, and maybe I just won't. Let's just make it look nice with the walls that we've got. So I'd rather it was about this level, but I do want it to be about this high. How do I force it to do that, I wonder? Can I do that? Then that. That's still on the world grid, just rotated 45 degrees. So, because this way feels a bit nicer. Now I feel like we can do something, whoa, that looks like his part in the wall. And hopefully we can get it looking a bit sort of like we've just built into the side of what we've got. Oh, amazing. Usually you can't build on top of those things, but I think Zoop just bypasses the restrictions sometimes. We'll dismantle those ones. I don't think we need it, and we're a bit low on mats. Yeah, let's go and pick up some concrete, because we're going to put a bunch more foundations down soon enough. Thank you. Okay. So let's get our miner again. And maybe you can just face this way. Oh, freaking hell. It is really very easy to fall off of these stupid towers. Right, pay attention, Rob. So the miners are a bit weird in as much as they don't always snap to the world grid perfectly. And this one looks particularly just slightly off, which is annoying. I know we're on a rotated world grid, but it's fine. We'll put them like this. The other one's going to be here, roughly. I don't think I can put it yet. Yeah, because we need the thing. But that's cool. We can make them both face this way if we wanted to. They could merge eventually. Once we get fast enough conveyor belts to handle everything. So that's quite interesting. I'm going to leave it like that for now. He's probably going to feed this way, and we'll just figure out where this is all going to go. So if we just make a bit more foundations like this. I'm going to try hard not to just pave the entire world, which is what I've taken to doing on my other save games. But we'll just make a bit of room here to get our factory down, and then we'll try and multi-story it where possible. and we will delete. We'll try and keep this footprint as small as possible as well. So we'll just try and make it nice and tight, and we'll see what we end up with. I could do with getting a little bit higher up again. I wonder if, well, now that we know we haven't got, we're not going to build anything behind here. This should give us a nice little viewpoint. Okay, so we want a smelter first. Well, let's think about it. We worked out that we wanted our assembler. Our assembler only needed one constructor for plates and one constructor for screws. So if we have a quick look on our reinforced iron plate. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about this screen and how we can use this to check this sort of stuff as well. So this screen is great because, again, look, we can see here, this will give us 5 per minute. We can see that's going to be that we need 30 of these per minute and 60 of these per minute. I checked it while looking at the machine before, but you can just look on this screen as well. The great thing here as well is once we've unlocked the overclocking thing in the perk tree, you can actually tweak these values here as well, which again, shamefully, I didn't realise for so friggin' long, man, and it's really useful. So we worked out that we wanted to do this at 66%. And we can do that here, look, and it shows us the same things. So we know now if I hover this, production rate, look, of iron plate is 20 per minute, so that's great. So this is another good way that you can figure out, just quickly glancing at stuff, to see how much of something you need. So this is quite cool. So I think we're going to go for that. We'll need one constructor for that. We'll need one constructor for the screws. I've just remembered, though, we were going to check the MAM to see the results of the hard drive scan. So what hard drive scans let you do is they give you access to different recipes for crafting stuff. So if we pop back to the MAM, we should see now, hard drive complete, blah, blah, blah. Oh my days, it literally has exactly the one I hoped it would have. That is incredible. So anyway, we'll explain that in a second. But this is how it works. You get a scanned hard drive. It shows you the 2 rewards. You click on one and you pick select reward to get it. You can rescan, which gives you an immediate re-roll of what these items are, right? There's a big list of different recipes and rewards you can get. It's mainly recipes. Sometimes it's inventory slots. I don't know if there's other stuff as well. But essentially, what this one is doing is giving us a really cool little recipe that I like the sound of a lot. Cast screw essentially lets you just make iron ingots straight into screws, skipping the bit in the middle where we turn them into rods first. So, and essentially, if you think about how many rods you need to use to make a bunch of screws, that it's actually about equal efficiency, I think. If anything, it's slightly more efficient to use this recipe because you need fewer constructors and less energy, right? So that is a really good turn of events. I'm going to take that without question. Oh, Master Chef unlocked our first alternative recipe. So that's good news. Let's head back here. Oh, it's all floating. I'll sort that out once we've finished. I have to make things look nice, man. And I'll get rid of this, because hopefully it won't grow back again once I've destroyed it. Especially if I put another mine right. Let's just do that. If I just pop up another quick... where is he? Here he is. Oh, yeah, clip through the wall, mate. That'll do. As long as I can interact with you, I don't care. Right, so we've got one more miner, and we can just chuck this guy down. I don't know which way I'm going to make him face. We'll just make him face this way for now. Fine. Right. So we've got that cool recipe. So that actually means now we need one fewer constructor. I can't believe the luck of that. That is ridiculously good. So let's think about it again. So what we need is an assembler. He needs a bunch of plates and a bunch of screws. We've also then got to make those plates and screws. So we need one machine for this. So let's add him to the list. We also need 2 of these, and they're going to make the plates and the screws. And then what we need to think about then is how many smelters we need, actually. So if we go back to our, here, let's go back to our codex thing, and we'll look at this. So if I'm taking this recipe, we only need 40 per minute for this. This gives you a higher yield slightly, but we want... Oh, bugger. How did I do that? Why is that? Ah, that is annoying, isn't it? Let's go back in. pressing enter opened the text chat. That's quite annoying. So if I ask for 40 of those instead, there we go. It didn't open the chat that time for some reason. So he needs 10 ingots per minute for that. So that's pretty cool. 10 ingots per minute. Our smelters make 30 ingots per minute. So that's cracking. So we only need 10 ingots for him, and iron plates, how many do they need? They need 30 to make 10. So we need 40 ingots all in to do this. It's not quite the whole thing. We could make 60 ingots quite easily. I'm just trying to think, does it scale up in a way where we could use 60 ingots? There probably is a way to do it. And then splitting the ingots is going to be hard, but we're going to probably manifold things instead to just make it easy. And we'll talk a little bit about that as well. So, oh, this is bugging me so much that they're not straight. Hang on, this doesn't look like it's actually 45 degrees to the world's grid anymore, but it doesn't matter. But that's just slightly irksome, isn't it? Look that it's all wonky. Do not like. So we're only going to we'll need probably 2 smelters doing 20 each. That's what we could do, couldn't we? And then we could split one of the outputs in half rather than manifold. And I think that's what I'm going to do, just to keep things simple for now. So we'll need 2 smelters. So we need to fit those buildings into a relatively compact space, because I want to try and get them all in here. I might destroy this guy one more time, because if we put him a different angle, I feel like now we've got some more space on the side that we can use. And in fact, well, we'll destroy him in a second. Oh, it's really irksome that it's not lining up with the floor. It's very annoying. Things like that bug me so much. Oh, no, hang on. We might be able to face him backwards. Let's just get rid of this. Can he feed round if he's this way? I think he probably can. Well, which way do we feed? Alright, we're going to go like this. I'm going to just ignore the fact that it's at a wonky angle. I'll just live with it. And we'll come over here and we will get... let's throw another tower up real quick. Ooh. Right, smelter time, baby. Let's go. Speed up a little bit, I think. So let's get... let's think. Should we do the... So we'll do the 2 smelters downstairs. I think like this. They're going to then feed upstairs into a room that's got... why are they not snapping? Why does it not think he's on a grid? He's doing some really strange... Oh, it's because the ground is very slightly poking up, I think, through the thing. There we go. Just wanted to make sure he was actually in the center, because that would hurt me. So yeah, they're going to create the ingots. We need all of one set of ingots and half of the other set of ingots to go towards making plates. And then we need the other lot to go to making screws. So what I'm going to use is, that's not the right screen. Let's get ourselves a little pillar. We'll stick him here. How tall do we need to be to get clearance of those smelters? Maybe 3, I think. I don't want it to be too claustrophobic and tight. And we'll stick a floor on top of there. And we'll do another little floor on top of there. And then what I'm going to do now is just show you how this stuff works quick. If we go into... I'll usually have him as number 6. So we'll get some of these conveyor lifts on the go. So they're going to spit out their stuff and we're just going to send it upstairs. Now you can just put them through the roof like that. And that it does work. Like, it's fine. But to just look quickly at how the conveyor lift holes work, we'll just use this as a guideline because that's where we want it to be. And then if we destroy these, what this lets you do now is just that when I connect it, it automatically transforms into that thing. Or you can do it the opposite way around, where we say it's going to come down like this, and connect, snap. What you can tell, actually, is if you put this, we can press R to toggle whether it's in or out, as you can see that changing. If I change this to be out, and then try and join it here, it doesn't make a little click noise and it doesn't snap. But if I change it, it'll change blue, look, and snap straight to it. So that's caught me out before when I've done these and I didn't set the direction the right way. And I was like, why is none of my product moving around? And it's because of that. So we'll just feed these guys in like this. And now we'll have nice neat holes above that we can use to hook those up. And what I'm going to do actually as well is we're going to just pop a ladder right here for us to easily get up and down. Oh, I thought that was going to be in front of the column and it isn't. And that's annoying. Here we go. Okay, so that's where this stuff's going to come up. So we do need a bit more room up here, but I don't want to really build through that guy. That's my only problem here, because I think it'll look rubbish. I want to sort of respect the fact that he's there. So this looks kind of cool. Can we do that? Oh, we can just about get away with that. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. We can work with this. So now what we want to do, in fact, I'm just going to add an extra square here for me to put another tower on. So we can get up high and have a look down again. So from here, now we want to do 2 constructors. And we need to make sure we split some of the outputs of this stuff. So what I'm going to do is face these guys towards, let me think. So we're going to have, where are we going to put the constructors? I mean, they could fit like here, but they can't output very well if we do that. We could put like one here and one over here, maybe? Does it fit? Oh no, does it not? Surface is too uneven. Oh, you buggers. What if I H that? No, now he's encroaching onto the space of the other guy. Alright, that's fair enough. Fine. I think what we'll have to do then is try something different. Let's just try... Where is my constructor shortcut? There he is. So if I put one can be here and one can be here, and then we'll just have to just hope for the best with how we do the conveyor belts. Unless I could put one here and one here, then I was going to feed them downstairs again somehow into the assembler. I have no idea how that's going to work yet. We're just winging it, lads. We're just winging it. So for now, let's just get these guys on. So you can just plop these onto these holes, look, and they click straight in. So I'm going to make this one face, let me think. Because what I want to do is put splitter and merger on these. So if we make them face sideways like this, when you can add a splitter or merger straight onto the top of these things. And it just doesn't let you output in the direction of the back of the lift. So what I want to do is have a splitter here, because this one's going to split off into feeding our screws. And then we want this one to be a merger. I want it to come out in that direction, I think. It's going to be a little bit wonky. That's the only thing I'm not happy about. How can I make that better? It doesn't matter. We'll leave it as it is for now. We'll join these up. So that's half of my screws going into the plates. The other half of the screws will come out this way. The rest of the plates metal will come out this way. So let's see now. Can we fit in our constructors? So this guy fits right on top of this one. So that is cool. The only thing I'm worried about is this guy doesn't. Oh, they've gone to the side slightly because we've come up. Oh, curses. This is annoying that this isn't lining up nice. Isn't it? I wonder if there's a different way we could lay it out. So I want these guys to go like this. And as it is right now, I don't think these conveyor belts will actually join. Oh no, they do. Oh, I'm going to live with it if they do. That's perfect. All right, fine. So they've both connected up now. So this guy is going to be making our cast screws at 40 per minute, please. We need 10 ingots coming in. You are going to be making... Oh no, not that. You're going to make iron plates. 30 ingots per minute. Now if we just quickly pop back downstairs, we need to make sure that you are making iron ingots at 20. And we'll make sure that the other one is making iron ingots at 20, which he is. Perfect. This guy needs to spit out his ore into these guys. So we'll just pop him there. Hopefully I can just connect that like that. We'll connect that one into there, that one into there. In fact, we might just redo this. We can get a nice looking belt. Oh, that's a bit straighter. Sweet. So, okay, and then additionally, because this is a pure node and we're only needing 40 ore per minute, so we're going to underclock this guy. 40. Seems a crime, these tasty pure nodes. Okay, so if we go back up now we can figure out how we feed this stuff downstairs. I don't plan. I'm not one for this vertical planning. I haven't really ever thought about it that much. So I think we're going to put. Let's jump over here, see if we can see. So we got this room here. Where do I want the assembler to be? How big is he? Can't remember. Oops. Maybe we'll make him number 5 on this list. So an assembler's this big. He outputs on that green. He needs 2 inputs like this. We could put him just next to these guys. That looks quite cool. And then we just need to make sure that the inputs from behind line up and come to where... Well, and that's why we'll use some ceiling holes. Just to help us line everything up in a more straightforward manner. And he'll also need a storage container. So we'll give him one of those. And that can hold all of our reinforced iron plates to get made as soon as they're done. Ooh. Okay, so we just now need to get this guy his supplies. So we'll just do the same trick we did last time to just see where we want the holes to go. Then we will pick a hole, put that there, put that there, and then we'll go and see how that lines up on the top. Because hopefully we'll be in a place where we can quite easily get those conveyor belts. Okay, so this one's going to be a doddle. In fact, they're both going to be a doddle. It's all good. Why was I worried? Nothing to worry about. So we just want to put our little inputs on the top here. I think if we make this one face this way, make this one face towards us, that should be perfect. We can't jump very high. It's very annoying. We can't even jump on top of a merger box. But if we do this, I should be able to just do that. It clips a little bit, but we'll forgive that one. That's not going as nicely as I wanted it to. What if I do it that way? No, it's just ignoring the other stuff, man. And I do not like that. I'm trying to work out where's the centre there. There we go. That'll do. Donkey, that'll do. Right, there we go. This is all hooked up now and ready to go, I think. We just need to give it some power. But we shall not do that yet. Connect him there. Connect him there. And that should be good. And we'll set this guy to be reinforced iron plates. Oh, what was it? 66%. I'm going to make that 66.7 because I feel like it needs to be. I don't know how they actually calculate or work out any of the sort of partial... They're like, yeah, like the recurring percentages and stuff. God knows how it's done behind the scenes. So we'll just err on the side of caution and make it overproduce very slightly. Okay, cool. I think we're good. So this just needs to be powered up. So what we're going to do is maybe just get some of our power set up. Where have we got? So what we're going to do is, this is starting a sort of setting a precedent for us, like building more foundations. We'll get rid of the ones we're not using at the moment. If I can jump back up, that would be great. So this little little workshop all fits on this part quite nicely. We can get rid of these. I would like another column over this side, but it's going to be right in the middle of this storage box, isn't it? But I can dig that. That's fine. We'll put it like that. It's actually blocking the input. I don't like that so much. So what we'll do is just move the box backwards very slightly. If I can. God damn it. So we'll put it so it's essentially in the middle. What is going on? Oh, it's trying to snap to the... It's trying to snap to the column. That's interesting. So I'll just do it like that. So that's fine. It just looks like it's on the top of the box now. So that's cool. Maybe we'll do some more decorating a bit later once we've powered everything up. But I did want to just put some cables in. So how will we do the power for this place? I think we'll probably have... We'll just do this to get our first power pole. This is where it will connect to the rest of the power grid. And then from here, we're going to just do some little magic with our friends, the wall connectors. So we'll split one up, put one there, we'll put one there. We need to get some power upstairs as well, which is not always easy in this sort of setup. But what we'll do is we'll just... So why don't we do some ceiling ones as well? Do one like that. Where did I put that one? Oh! Should have put it in the centre of something, surely. Yeah, hang on, I'm not sold on this arrangement just yet. Let's try that again. If we put one like here, and he can power this guy. Oh, that guy didn't disappear either. And then we'll put one here and connect it to these two. The miner also needs some power. So what we might do for that, oh god, I'm stood on a conveyor belt. Is maybe just ping you to there, click you on there. We just need to do the upstairs power as well. What we'll do for that is maybe, oh, no inspiration's hitting me. Maybe what we just do is, we'll just do an extension of the power pole for now. We don't know if this is going to be forever. What you could do, of course, you see, is you're supposed to do things like this. Like we can make our own walls. And then I can just connect the power line straight to that wall. Like this. Ooh, those walls are very green. I kind of like it. So we'll just do this for now. I think that is absolutely fine. And when I've got time and resources, we'll come and we'll decorate. We'll put walls all the way around one side or something. Put some windows in. It'll look cool. But for now, we've got like this kind of cool looking open factory that's going to be making our reinforced plates. That's cool. So let's see. I just want to double check that we have actually connected everything. So he's got a wire. They've all got wires in, I think now. Everything has. So we just need to check what is it going to say the total output for this grid is. 36. So that's cool. That's actually only one more power. One more power station, I think. So what are we using at the moment? Max consumption. Because look, our average consumption seems to be around 50. Right, our max is 104. I think we could get away with it, but we might have to build one more power station. Or maybe we just hook it up and see what happens. Should we just do that? What's the worst that can happen? We just turn everything back on again. So... Oh, for now, let's get rid of that. It's sticking out. Don't like him. There should be one here, though. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. Hang on, I need to just put like a... I feel like there needs to be a column back here somewhere. Or maybe it goes here. Oh, yeah, nice. Nice, nice. That'll do. I like that little workshop buried. Maybe he shouldn't be buried there. Or just have him actually out a little bit. It kind of looks cool. I like the light it makes. It looks cool. Right. The only thing I'm disliking is actually the fact that this sticks out a little bit too far that way. But everything's quite nice and symmetrical. I've put it as middle center as I can. I think he's just a little bit big in both directions. It's just how this game works sometimes. So I might have to just extend this floor so it doesn't look too much like he's hovering over nothing. It's OCD, mate. It's terrible. Anyway, right, so he's hooked up. Let's just hook this up to the grid and just see what happens. because we've got spare on our sort of general average consumption. The thing is, this should be ticking along at 100% all of the time, because he's gonna be going pretty well once these all kick in. So maybe we'll just hang around and watch what happens, and then I think we're gonna have to go find somewhere to increase our power grid, which should be real cool. I'm quite excited to do that. There's our iron ore going. We did underclock this guy, right? 40 per minute being created. Well, 2 little smelters waiting eagerly for their input. Come on. Come on. Okay, off they go. Oh, that bit nearly took my head off. Whoa! Alright, we're not going to stand here much longer. This is feeling a bit risky. So those guys are going in there, and if we drop down here now, we should see... Yeah, there goes our iron bars up the lifts. That's cool. And then if we head up here... He should be splitting his, so 10 per minute goes into there, and this guy should be getting 30 per minute. That's all cool. I just want this to power up to see if it trips the power supply. Oh, because we've got to wait to see if the assembler works as well, actually. We'll just make sure this actually looks like it's functioning as intended. Where's my screws, lads? Oh, we're waiting for one more ingot. There we go. And the test will be, does he have 5? He's already got 5 in him before he's created the next one. So that's the way you can check it, is if you just look at this, he's using this 5 that he's currently got. 5 will be subtracted from here when this hits 100%, right? So as long as he's got 10 by the time that he hits 100%, hopefully the way we've split it and everything is pretty much accurate. It looks like he's going to hit it. Go on. Right on time. There you go, just in time. Just in time manufacturing, baby. That's what we got going on. That's extremely good news. There goes our screws. They're going to come down here next to our assembler. Here they come. Very exciting. And this guy is clocked, down a bit, so he only needs 40 screws per minute. Counting up right now, he's going to be ready to go any seconds. Then we'll get our first reinforced plate. Always a satisfying moment the first time you make a new thing. There he goes. Look at them go. So that's cool. So he's going, and we haven't tripped the power, even though all of this is now running. So we'll have to come back in time and make sure that this is running at 100%. Did we make a plate yet? Oh, we missed it. I wanted to see it come across the belt. Oh, let's have a look. We've got to see it. We've got to see it. 98% efficiency. He did have a little bit of downtime, I think, between. But that always happens at the beginning. Hopefully it should... I think our numbers are right, so it should just tick over real nice. There he goes. Into the box for us to use when we're next ready. Right, so I think next is power. What time are we on? 1 hour 13. So we need to get a shift on for this, I think. But we do need to find somewhere new to do power and then just start doing it. And I've got to collect some materials because we are getting a bit low on fuel. Well, I say that, we've got plenty in here. Let's just go and top these guys up. We're not going to replace these yet. They're going to keep going until we're satisfied we've built a new grid. What have I just done there? I took the fuel out. That was silly. Surprised everything didn't trip, but we made it. Okay, so let's do a quick shopping list for what we want. So I'm going to go all out and say we want to build at least 6 of these. What will that give us? 360 power. How much power are we using right now? 125. So I think, going to 360 will be nice. So we'll build 6. And I'm conscious that I think we can do a set of 12. And I'll talk about that more when we set up some of the other stuff. We're also going to want to make some constructors. So we're going to need 1 constructor to make solid biomass, solid biofuel at the end. We need 1 constructor to change leaves into biomass. We need 1 to change wood into biomass. Potentially want 1 to change creature parts into biomass, or protein into biomass, but we'll leave that for now. That's ambitious. We'll do that another time. So I think we want 3 constructors and how many? 6 power stations. So let's go and pick up some pieces because we can see we're short on plates and rods. How many screws am I carrying? Let's top it up so we got a neat 5. Oh god, that is not what I meant to do at all. We'll carry a neat 500. Those. How are we doing over here, lads? Everybody okay? Oh, I can get rid of those boxes and just put a ladder there now, I suppose. Or run up the conveyor belt even. Let's top up one of those stacks. That's fine. Cable. Top up a stack. Should be enough. Wire. Not sure. I think I'll take 2 stacks because I think you use quite a bit of wire building the power stations. And we definitely want to get... Oh no, you need 150, Rob. It's on the side of the screen. It's fine. We've got it now. The power lines and stuff we'll build will also take cable and wire. And we'll take a couple of these because we're a bit short on those. Right. Sweet. We are fully kitted out again. Are you turned off? Just want to double check. Yes, you are. Okay. Let's go and find somewhere to put our power station. I'm going to pick up a load of leaves and stuff as we go. Because what we want to do is find somewhere relatively flat, not too far away, that we can fit eventually 12 power stations on. So, and they've got quite a big footprint. And I also don't want to go too far from base. We could just do it here. I'm going to have a quick peek around again, just quick see what we've got. Hey, what's that? Oh, it's a yellow slug. I see it. Let's go and grab him quick. That is a complete, typical Satisfactory distraction method, that is. Where's he gone? We need you for research, mate. Come here. No, protected by some doggos. Always the bloody way. Come on, you idiots. Ow, ow. One down. Excuse me, come here. Where are you going? Alright, I'll have that. Thank you very much. Right. Hey, gather all 3 power slug types. Oh, some stinger remains there. I must have thought. Sometimes you do catch the creatures fighting each other, which always surprises me when that happens. Alright, the thing is here, we're not going to ever be short of biomass anyway, so that's reassuring. This is quite a flat area. Where's our base from here again now? There's our space elevator there. See, the space elevator is such a good, you can see it from anywhere landmark. I love it. Such a good idea. Can I pick all these up, please? So, this bit's okay, but I just feel like it's a little bit far. I think I'm tempted to just build another little... We'll do another little ledge beneath the space elevator, and we'll just build it there. I'll see why we would take it too far from base. It's not going to be forever. We do get other power sources as we play and get further through the game. So we'll just use those when we get them. And this will just forever be sort of like a weird backup system, which is what mine always ends up being anyway. So let's clear this little hillside off a little bit. And we'll try and figure out what height is the height at which we'd like to build. I'm figuring if we can make it tie up with the base of this... Oh, look at that. It's right there, actually. So if I click this... Where's the world grid from here? Yeah, here. No. That's gone a bit low. That's not where I want. Yeah. Here. So we'll do 2 meters. 2 meters for now, depth-wise. We didn't talk about that at all, actually, yet. The depth of the blocks is interesting. I'm not sure how... Sometimes you get weird... quirks happening because of how it snaps. So you just have to... I just work around it sometimes, but this is alright. This is totally acceptable. I think I'm going to put another layer here just so it blends in. Hey, there we go. So it blends in a bit more. I think that'll look quite nice. Lovely. And then, like I've said before, I just don't like leaving things floating too much. I think it just looks a bit rubbish. Whoa, what was that done? A zoop by accident. And then from here, I'm not sure how much space we're going to need exactly, and I can't jump up it. Gotta be careful of that. So if we just extend this a little bit, then we'll get up high, and we'll just start mapping it out, and we'll see what's what. So first off, see, this is where I feel like we really do need our second staircase up. What corner, please? So if we pop them right here, how steep are these stairs? Is it going to fit? Oh, that's beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Actually clipping through the bottom a little bit, which is annoying. That's one of those quirks. I think it still clips through that one even. So it looks like we should be like 1 meter higher than I've actually got us. But screw it. We'll just leave this clipping through the floor. I don't really care that much. We can delete that one. Right. Let's see. Can we see from here where we want to put our power stations? Now the thing with the power stations is we actually need way more room than this. We might have to chop some trees. Because they're encroaching a little bit. So we'll make this little platform like this. And what this is going to do is it's going to house several things. So we're going to have... How are we going to do it? This is the wrong menu. So if we look at power, the amount of actual time I've spent just very slowly sitting here with one hand on the mouse. And I like the interface, it's quite nice. You don't even have to touch the keyboard when you're doing something like this. We're just going to figure out a quick little layout. I don't have a default layout ready to go. But I'm thinking we can probably do something a little bit like this. So how this ends up working is we've got splitters and we can split. So we can quite easily split split our fuel 3 ways, right? So that's what we're going to try and do. I'm just trying to think how I can do it 3 ways. It's in quite a tight space that we can easily replicate. So if we think about it, we're going to have a splitter in front of this one. There's little lines there. So we'll put him there. And what I was thinking of, this one could just join. Oh, it's not doing it for some reason. Have I done this wrong? Oh yeah, it's the wrong entrance of the splitter. That's why. We want a splitter like this. There we go. So he's going to go like. How close can I put it? I'll put it right there. And he's going to join to him and him. And then what I was thinking we could do is if we just put like one of these here, I can then line up one of these guys with that and hopefully... Oh, come on. See, how close can we get him? Can we drag him in one? One thing I didn't talk about is you can nudge with the keyboard, but you can hold control and you do like a half-step nudge, which is quite interesting. Very rare I found that it actually means you can put something where you're hoping to there. So we're going to put this guy here. So that's... Then I can stick this guy on there, spin him around. Those guys can just join up. And that's probably about as compact as I can be bothered to try and think about doing this right now. So that's one. And then what we'll need is... This is going to need to be... This splitter is going to have to be fed by another splitter, which is going to come from our main source of wood. So for now, I'm just going to plop that. This guy hanging off the edge. Sorry, hang on. Oh my god. I'm going to live with it. It takes too long to do it again. We're going to live with it. So, because I just noticed this box isn't in the middle of the texture now, which is also like, but I'll try not to think about that, everybody. I'll try not to think about it. So hopefully what I can do now, you see, is I can put this roughly here, and then we can just emulate that pattern we've created from the other side. So if I just plop him down, we'll go and run up him quick. We'll start putting the other power stations down. And hopefully we can get them all in together. Well, so that is as close as he can go, I think. Yep. So we'll pop him there. That's fine. We'll pop a second one right next to him. That's fine. And then can I fit another one in this sort of direction? I know we've got the stairs there. Maybe we'll just move the stairs. But this feels like a nice fit. Because now he can go there. We can put the splitter in front. No, not that. That's better. So we can put the splitter in front again. As close as it'll go. We can then connect this guy up to this guy. This guy. Those two together. I didn't connect these two before. And then this guy again can have one of these guys, little conveyor lifts on the top. And we can use that to connect to the last power station, which I'm just going to delete this stuff right now, which we can hopefully, line up nicely, plop him there. So that's pretty cool. I like this layout. That's working out quite nicely. So we'll just join those up real tight. There we go. Now that layout's pretty nice, and I feel like we can duplicate that this other side and then still have room in the middle to do some of the processing we want. So we're just going to do these 6 for now. I might build the other half of it off cam, and then at least that's done, ready for future proofing. But this should give us, that's going to give us 360 energy once that's all going. So the other reason I wanted to sort of split it in this way is now I can put this splitter here to feed those 2 sets of 3. We'll have one more splitter probably here-ish. I'm not sure exactly where he's going to go yet. What's the tightest? Because I'm not sure how much space I'm going to need back here for the constructors and stuff. We're going to need some boxes that I can just drop leaves and stuff into as well. But let's just wing this. So if I try putting this guy, I think probably about here is the best I can get away with. And then can I connect that like that? Oh yeah, and it gives you a nice sort of curvy little line. So right, that's looking pretty cool. That is looking pretty cool indeed. So we just need to think now backwards about what we need in front of this stuff. So we're going to have, I probably want to make a box that's going to hold solid biofuel. That's going to need to be fed by a constructor that's making solid biofuel. So how do I fit that in? That's going to be tricky, because he's going to need to be fed by another constructor. So let's just pop him here for now. Can I still connect these up with a belt if I do that? Oh yeah, that's cursed, but I'm doing it. There's a lovely S-shaped conveyor belt there, so we'll take that. Let's just join these 2 together so they're ready. So he's going to be making our solid biofuel. And if we have a quick look at solid biofuel, we make that from biomass. And if we look at biomass, we can make that in several ways. Using wood, where we make 300 per minute. Well, we don't have conveyor belts fast enough for that at the moment, but we can do the best we can with what we've got. And then we got leaves, which we make at 60 a minute, which is exactly how fast our conveyor belts are. So really what I want is 2 constructors that are going to change this stuff into biomass to then go into this constructor. And I just feel like we're going to run out of space real fast. So what we might try and do, let's think. So we're going to have I'll make a box here, which is going to be the box that holds all the biomass that gets created. But do I need that? Do I need that? Let's think. Can I squeeze in 2 constructors here? Let's just see what we can get away with. I can put him like this and he's a little bit under the conveyor belt. I can live with that. We put one there and one right next to him. Is that the closest we can get? Yeah. And he's clipping through the roof apparently. Oh, it must be his power light. But that's fine. That kind of works. We kind of run out of room though, because this is going to be the other half of the power station. So any boxes are going to have to go somewhere else. But that's okay, we can manage that. So let's drop down and we'll just see where we can put, if we've got room under here that we can maybe stash those things. Or maybe I put the boxes back in base and we conveyor that stuff all the way out to here, and then it'll just get processed here. And that kind of feels like a better idea to me, because I'm going to do a lot of my errands are going to mean I'm just going to come back here and do stuff. And when I notice I've got leaves, I'm going to be in the base. So I don't want to then run all the way to here just to drop off some leaves, to then run all the way back and carry on what I was doing. So how can we feed these in a nice looking way, nice-ish looking way? I tell you what, it's a prime time to have hanging conveyors and wall-mounted conveyors. Let's go to the shop real quick, see if we can afford that. Oh, so that's the thing I haven't mentioned yet. So you can do this little slide jump. If you try and do a slide jump when you're going uphill, or if you try and slide going uphill, you just crouch, because you're not allowed to do it uphill. I don't really understand why they made that choice. It wouldn't give you any sort of unfair advantage. It's just how it works, I guess. So let's go to the shop. Get back on track, Rob. We will see if we can get those conveyor mounts, because these are both quite useful and they're very cheap. I don't have my tickets. God damn it. Let's pick those up real quick. There they are, all 6 of the tasty blighters. Yes, buy those 2, please. Right, so that'll just help us shuffle this stuff around. And what I'm thinking is we might just plop a couple of boxes right here, look. We line this up right. Maybe, let's think. Do I do the boxes first? Let's just do the boxes first. They're going to exit that way. If I just I'm just going to put a couple of foundations down as well. I think they're going to need... How do we do this? Let's see. So he needs to feed it out. He's going to feed up to just above. What I'm trying to do... So what I'm thinking is, we'll have these guys here. They're going to have conveyor belts coming out, going up, that are going to link to some ceiling-mounted conveyor belts, because I think we've just got enough gap under here to do that. If we don't, we'll wing it. And then these boxes will just take that stuff up and then ferry it round there. So, grand, let's just do it. We won't over-engineer it or think about it too much. I can probably delete these, because we want to try and minimise how much of this stuff we do. I do feel like it needs a little ramp. Maybe just a 4? Yeah. Why can't I build this? Oh, a player is in the way. It's too close to build it, but there we go. Just so we got like a little ramp up to these, it just feels a little more natural. Okay, so let's go and see if we can build those conveyors around. Oh, this is a good little project. That's what I love about this game. Everything you do in it is just like another fun little project to build, and it's just very satisfying. Good name for a video game, by the way. To just think about it, plan it, make it, and then start it up and then make sure it works. It's very good. Very good. So let's think about this. I think there's a bit I forgot to do over here first. So we need to make sure that my plan here actually fits. So both of these guys are going to be creating biomass. So I can merge their output into this guy. I want that to be a nice right angle one, please. Why is that not going in? Oh, because it's on right angle mode. There we go. And we'll get this guy into here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It's a bit tight on space here, but it's fine. Absolutely fine. And this guy can be our... let's see. So he's on the right-hand side, and he's on the left-hand side. Let's do left for leaves, and right for wood. Hopefully I'll remember that in future. So they're both going to be making biomass. And then this guy we need to tell to make solid biomass. Solid biofuel, sorry. And then he's going to output into this box. That box is going to go into there, and then it's just going to get split between all of these power stations. So that's cool. So now, hopefully, let's go and check the other side of this quick. Yeah, look, there's just enough room to do this here, I reckon. This is cool. Okay, so I'm not sure how high it needs to actually be. It's going to be tricky. I've never done anything like this before. So maybe, how does it work? If I try and do a conveyor on the ceiling. Oh, weird. Okay, we're learning together here, guys. We're learning together. So we're on the texture. Oh, it might hang a little bit too low, you know. We might have to line them up both over this side. So I think, why does it keep rotating? That's very annoying. If I just do like one little section for now, like that, and do another one of those right next to it. Oh God. That feels like it's doing it. Right, there we go. Okay, that's the hardest part done. Now we can just do the rest quite easily, I hope. So we can just, why are you bending? Don't want you to bend yet. Just go straight, please. Okay, he's right on this far edge. So maybe we'll just bring him right to the edge. Bingo. And we'll get this guy. And we'll bring him not quite to the edge, because he clips through this thing and it looks a bit rubbish. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? So we'll bend him around in front, just like that. And then, let's think about how these are going to link up on the other side. Right, so the left is leaves here, but that means the right is going to be leaves here. So do I want to swap them round so that I know that leaves is... No, it's fine. We'll just connect them up in the most sensible, already relative direction, I think. Instead of trying to do anything too clever. Let's just... can I bring that around here? Oh, that is very, very good. The only thing I'm thinking is, how am I going to connect it to the... we need to stand here. Where is he on the texture? Right at the edge? So when I put a thingy up here, where are we? Right, so I think it looks like it's about there. We're going to wing this and see now, can I just connect that with one of these? Oh, lads, are you kidding? Then that's how that does that. No, wait, if we do it the other way. Oh, it's just too far forwards. Right, let's delete that. We'll copy this guy. I'm going to place him like what? What do we think? I think it must be here instead. We'll delete this one. Come on, this has got to work. Yes. Yes. No, it was half a tick, not a whole tick. God damn it. Right, so there we go. Delete that, try again. Turn to a 6, come on. I don't think that's worked, you know. No, that's definitely not worked. Oh, nuts. Yeah, I can tell because it's not automatically clicking to it as I drop it down. What might work is if we did it like one square backwards. Can I do a H control? Is that going to be enough? Let's try half first. Endless fiddling. I love an endless fiddle. They're still not doing it. So that's what makes me think this isn't working. What also makes me think it's not working is because the conveyor belts are going the wrong way. Oh, dudes, I forgot. That's my most hated thing. But it's actually quite easy to fix. The game doesn't recalibrate. If you build a conveyor belt that's not attached to anything, it just chooses the direction based on how you build it, right? So let's just demonstrate this real quick. So if I just build a conveyor belt right here with nothing, it's going to be going, as the arrows are showing you, in that direction. So if I eventually try and connect that to an in hole, it will work. But if you end up connecting that to an out hole like that one, it just won't connect. It just doesn't. It'll connect to this one. It won't connect to this one. It's not clever enough to switch the conveyor belt around for you. I don't know why they didn't do that. So it can be quite annoying because you've built like a whole massive section sometimes and it just doesn't friggin' work. Infuriating. So what we'll do, should have thought about it first. We want the goods to go from here back that way. So that means we want the conveyor belt to go that way too. So I'll start it there, connect it here. That should do that. And then I might be able to just connect this now, even back when it was in its original place. So let's try that. That's why it wasn't snapping. Right, come on. Yes! You can tell because it goes blue and it makes a little dink noise. So there we go. That is very satisfying. So we've got that left hooked up. We just need to mimic that now for this one. which is going to be slightly trickier. But we know if I didn't do that fancy thing, it starts off like half a block backwards. So I can actually go like that first, and that's actually going to make a lovely connection there. It does clip through there, but we'll just turn the right angles off, and it can just go like, wait a second, what is that? Jesus. There we go. We'll just ignore the right angles for that part. And that's sweet. So this is now going to feed our leaves and wood. I think this side is going to be wood. This side is going to be leaves. And in fact, have I got any material? I've got some leaves on me. Got wood on me? Oh, I do. So we'll put all the leaves in that box. We'll put all the wood in this box. And we'll go and hook up the rest of it. I know I've got some more leaves in here, I think, though. So we'll grab these. Oh my god, so many. Now at least I've got a proper place to throw my leaves. Well, I don't want them. Off they go. No, I just took all the leaves out. I keep doing that. Rushing. We need to slow it down a little bit. Did I have more? What did I just see? I thought I saw that I had more wood, but it's just this biofuel. That's fine. So those guys are now going to start getting transported across this way. So we just connect these up. Like so. So the wood looks like it's coming down on the right hand side. Oh, so wait, I could have done the left and right boxes in the same way as I did before. Oh mate, right, well we're just going to change it now. I'm blaming the fact that it's gone 11 PM at time of recording, so that's my fault for staying up late. Right, get that one connected. So let's swap this around. This one can be wood. Oh, that's not the right recipe, Rob. You can make biomass wood. You can make biomass leaves. Sweet. Now we just need to give these like a tidy way of feeding in to the machines. So I think, what do we fancy doing? I think maybe just, if we put one of these here, you can just come down like that. Put another one here. You can go like this. And we'll just do a nice simple feed that in there, feed that in there. Fantastic. So this is all looking pretty good, pretty dope now. We just need to connect this stuff up to power to start it all working. And maybe we'll just go and grab some solid biofuel from home. We'll connect it all up to itself just to make sure it's working. And then we'll connect everything via power line. It's a very exciting moment. So at the moment, where should we bring the power into our base? Everything's a bit of a mess here. We are going to destroy this stuff soon, though. This is all going to go. So maybe, and we're not going to use these anymore. So maybe we'll keep this one power line here. And this can be the sort of way we feed power into our base from our power station, which is just around the corner. These power cables, do you know what they also remind me of? Half-Life 2. Remember that? What a bloody game that was when that came out. Right, so let's see. We can just join this stuff up here. Do we just make it all sort of power lines, or do I try and do it a bit more tidily? I think for now, in the interest of time, because we're probably coming up to the end of the episode, we're going to try and do this a bit more regimented than I might normally. Just to make sure it's done in a sensible way. So each one of these has got 3 power lines. It needs to connect to something else. It's quite a lot of stuff to think about here. So right, this set of 3 power stations is going to have its own power line there. These 3 are going to have their own power line there. These 3 constructors need their own power line. So you guys' power can go here. Then I'm going to need one that feeds all of these 3. and connects to something else. So we'll put that one here. Then we're going to need another one for that to connect to that is eventually going to split off. Okay, hang on. Because we're going to mimic this, the other side, right? So we're going to have one pole to feed all the other stuff over this side, although it won't be feeding some constructors, it'll only be feeding... I'm just going to put these poles over here for now to try and remind me of that. So then these two won't have enough connections, so they'll need to connect to the outside wall. So I'm going to put that one over there. Right, this one can then feed that one, this one can feed this one can feed this one, and then this one I've just put here we'll get rid of, and we'll loop it around the outside a little bit. Around the outside. Follow the path down a little bit. Maybe you can just come up here onto this edge and join there. So, I've already just now connected that to the whole power grid. I bloody have. Well, it's all good. It's all good. Let's let things start going. What we also need to do is... Oh, these aren't all connected yet. And I forgot to get the solid biofuel, didn't I? Let's go and get a bit more. Because we should have a box full here. Nice. We'll grab all of that. We definitely need some sort of stairs or something nicer to get up into this bit. And that bush is not pleasant. Get out of the way, mate. So, I should be able to now... Where's our storage for the biofuel? It's this one. So this is where all the solid biofuel ends up. So if I dump all of this in there... Maybe keep half a stack for me to use for the chainsaw for now. So that's going to go out and just distribute to all of these, and they should kick in pretty soon. And once they've all gone up, and this will end up getting backed up with so much solid biofuel in my experience, that we should be good. This guy can make 60 solid biofuel a minute. How much does a power plant use? He uses 4 per minute. So, a quick bit of maths, 60 divided by 4. We can do 15 of these off of one constructor at peak sort of efficiency. But we won't even need that. I think 12 will be fine. We've got a nice little setup here with little groups of 3 clustered together. So hopefully that's all going to pan out quite nicely. Right, so we just need to... I'm going to wait for those to kick in properly. We'll just chop this tree down. He's in the way a little bit. Maybe this one's a little bit close too. I kind of like him there actually. We'll try and keep the nature as much as we can. I think this is looking good. We'll do some railings around the edge, I think, like we did before. We'll have a railing or two, we do. I don't know where we're going to put some steps up to this place, so we'll just surround it for now. Oh wait, yeah, you can put the railings on a halfway point, which is a little bit annoying when you don't realise you've done it. Like, how did I just do that on this one? Oh yeah, you can do it halfway down the tile, that's what it is. You can't put it on the join point of 2 tiles. Right. Oh no, but now there's going to be a gap at the end. Oh, I'm going to leave the gap, who cares? Suicide corner, we'll call it. Alright, there we go. All the way down. We'll do something to make this look a bit... Oh yeah, we'd have to do something about this as well. Let's, they're a bit big and bulky, aren't they? Maybe we just do some more little columns. Kind of like these columns, they look nicer. Kind of in the middle of the path. But that's okay, we can do that. What on earth have I done? I always press the console key by accident. I'm quite bad at that. So let's get another column done down here. Although I do like the look of those big chonky ones as well, gotta say. But we're a bit close to the sort of path, the walking path here. So I'm going to do them like that. How many squares is this? We haven't got a nice amount to do a middle. Oh, have we? No, we have. Oh, we're definitely doing a middle pillar then. Get in there, sir. Right. Well, this is all looking quite cool. And now, I'm just going to go and do a little bit of harvesting. while we're waiting for everything to start kicking in upstairs, we'll then decommission the other power, and then hopefully that'll be just about time, I think. I don't think there should be any plants under here because it would be all shady and they wouldn't really grow. So we'll get rid of all this. Okay, nice one. That looks cool. This looks a little wonky. We'll sort of blend that in a little bit. Looks a little nicer that way. Now we do need some sort of nicer way to get up here. I'm not going to try and solve that right now. We'll live with it as it is. What's going on with these? Why are they not getting... Why are they not coming on? Oh, they've got no connection. No connection. That's why they're not working. So we need to hook up all the power lines real quick. So let's climb up here so we can see what we're doing. Hopefully this will take just a little second. So how is that one connected already? Because I connected him by accident instead of connecting to this pole. That's what it was. Right, and then this pole can go to that one, that one, that one. This pole can do these three things. And then, yeah, that's leading outside, so that's fine. Right, so now all of this is going to start processing to biomass. We should have tons of biomass going to all of these guys. Just filtering out nice and paste. At the moment, it's probably not going quite fast. Well, we're lucky actually because we've got, what did we say it was? They used 4 a minute, and this thing could produce 60. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We're bang on. So each of these should slowly be overfilling on solid fuel, and yeah, that's going to handle things real nicely. So we can just bin this tower off for now. Here comes our biomass. It looks real cool. So that's lovely. And if we have a look at one of these, can we see, has he got... Yeah, look, he's already got he's got 45. So they're stocking up lovely. So just let me grab these few more plants. We'll go and decommission the old power. Oh, look at it all ticking along, just lovely. Love it. Almost satisfying. Right, there we go. Maybe keep some of it. I feel a bit bad, like stripping the vegetation away. I do. But at the same time, it needs a tidy base. And having plants everywhere is not tidy. We'll leave some in the little corners. That's fine. Oops. Right. So there's a bunch more biomass. Let's get that in our box. So this one is wood and this one is leaves. It's the opposite of what I thought. I'm really annoyed that I did that. But we move. There we go. So that's going to be ticking all of our biomass is going off. It's in a nice convenient place when we need it. So that's really cool. I am enjoying this sort of like layout. We might have to like bring more things here and have a nice little line of boxes when we do a bit of a rework on this area. Before we decommission the power, we are going to decommission it. I just want to go and have a quick look at our reinforced plates and see how they're getting on. Oh, it looks kind of neat, doesn't it? I like it. I like it. We might have to fill out this bottom bit. I might do a bit of tidying up between episodes. We'll see. So yeah, this all looks like... Are you running at 100%? He bloody is. Fantastic news. So yeah, it looks like this is all ticking along real nicely. We'll just check. So that's the last... When I do a quick sanity check, you just check, is the last thing running at 100%? Yes, he is. Is the first thing running at 100%, which would actually be the miner? Yes. As long as those two are running at 100%, you can assume everything in between is running at 100%. So I think we're good. Reinforced iron plates are sorted. How many have we got, actually? We'll need them for building stuff soon. Oh, we got a nice stack there. Let's, we'll take the 100. We'll put that 7 back. Oh, we've got iron ore. Get rid of that. Let's go decommission this power plant real quick then. Our first baby power plant. Don't need those anymore. We don't need these connections to here. I don't actually need this stuff. We don't need... let me just get rid of some of these bushes. So that power line is connected to this one. It's a bit hard to say what's connected to what. I'm just going to delete these two. Oh my god, that was perfect. That one's not needed anymore. I think everything's still got power. All the lights are still green, and the only power is down here now. There we go. Oh, capacity's 180. Why did I think it was 360? That's my sum's gone wrong there. 6 times 30 is 80. 180, Jesus. Anyway, that's fine. We're looking good. We reclaimed a bunch of space here, which feels nice and liberating. I'll get rid of that. Oh, can we get that guy? He doesn't look good there. So, get thee gone. And get thee gone. Okay, cool. So that's our power deconstructed. Right on schedule, we're doing real good. Maybe we'll just quickly look at chucking this power slug in here, because we've got one now. Oh wait, what else do we need? Rotors. Let's see if we can craft some rotors real quick. Oh, how many do we need? I wasn't looking. 10, was it? Something like that. Maybe 20. Let's let it go until we've got 20. Come on. Okay, there we go. Power slugs. Oh my god, it's 25. I cannot believe it. I think we might need a couple more screws for that. Maybe some rods as well. Right, our rods box is getting very full, so I'm actually going to stop sharing the rods with those now, and the rods can just exclusively make screws over there. That's not the right station. This one is. Right, can we do this now, please? Oh no, I've got to make my... got to make the rotors. Jeez. So I think rotors are probably the next one we want to set up like a mini production for. So at least we can have a little stash of those when we need them. Because again, they're not that common, but you do use them quite a bit in some of the more advanced buildings. For sure. So let's hit this guy. Why is this screen keep disappearing? But hooray. Yellow power slugs research completed. Now we've got purple power slugs research, for which we need some of those and some of those. We haven't got that stuff. We can collect that stuff. I think we can make these already. Can we make copper sheets yet? I think we can. So yeah, we can look at setting up some of that stuff next time maybe. But that's cool, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up there. Let's not start a new mission, a new bit of stuff. Like we definitely don't want to do that right now. I think. Oh, there it is, right on time. So we made great progress today. We've done a lot of stuff. Maybe we should try and do a little recap. So let's think about what we did. We didn't do too much unlocking of the tiers, I don't think, did we? We got the assembler tier unlocked so that we could build our first assembler and start making some reinforced iron plates, which we're doing over there, which is real good. We also did a bunch of MAM unlocking. We've got a lot of stuff unlocked there. Probably the most interesting of those, just to reflect on it, was probably the overclocking unlock. So that meant we could refine this little production here, and it made sure that this production here, we got to tune things up and down a little bit as we needed to make sure that they're just running at full energy usage all the time, which is really good. Keeps our energy usage nice and stable. So yeah, those are the main things. I think we also need to just mention clearing out our old power supply, getting a new power set up that's now expandable. We've got some room to grow it a bit more, which I might actually do between episodes, so we've got lots of power ready for the next episode. But yeah, what are we going to do in the next one? I think we'll look at the tiers, see what we can unlock. There's not much to do now other than sort of maybe get a bit more production stood up so we can start getting the materials ready to make those smart plates that we need for the first objective for the elevator. So yeah, a bunch of this is probably going to get taken down soon. And then we'll rebuild it sort of maybe in this sort of style along the cliffs. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, cool. Guys and girls, as ever, thank you very much for hanging out with us. And I will catch you in the next one.